Almost 10 years to the day since Madeleine McCann disappeared from her her parents' holiday apartment in Portugal. Her parents say they won't give up until they know what happened to her. London police have spent more than £11 million in their worldwide search for the 3-year-old who went missing on the 3rd of May 2007. Madeleine's parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, told BBC presenter Fiona Bruce they would not give up until they had evidence. Their daughter, who would now be almost 14 if she's alive, is dead. Bridget Burke reports.
It's a huge amount of time. In some ways it feels like it was only a few weeks ago, and other times it's felt really long. But it is a hard marker of time, I think.
And you referred to it on your website as stolen time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's time that we should have had with Madeleine. We should have been a family of 5 for all that time. And yeah, it does feel stolen.
You know, when you have a child, you subconsciously imagine consciously or subconsciously imagine your future and the future of that child. I mean, how different is your life now to what you must have imagined all those years ago?
Oh, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because it's such a long time, but...
I think before Madeleine was taken, we felt we'd managed to achieve a little perfect nuclear family of 5. And we had that for a short period, and I suppose it's just almost the same way as if your child becomes ill or seriously ill or has died, and like many other families have suffered, then your vision is altered and you have to adapt. And I think that's a theme that, speaking to other people who have gone through terribly traumatic processes with children and other loved ones, that is something that gradually happens, and you adapt and you have a new normality. And unfortunately for us, our new normality at the minute is a family of 4.
Madeleine had 2 younger siblings, twins Amelie and Sean, who were babies asleep in the Portugal apartment when Madeleine went missing on the 3rd of May 2007.
I think it's just that number, it's that 10-year mark which makes it more significant, I think, because it's a reminder of how much time has gone by, and obviously 10's a big number. I think we'll get by as we have any other year, really. We'll be surrounded by family and friends, you know. Obviously we'll be there remembering Madeleine, as we always have. And
I think that the day and the poignancy of it, that we don't tend to go back to the time because it's so draining, but inevitably on the anniversaries and on our birthday, they are by far the hardest days. By far.
The McCanns say they won't give up until Madeleine is found.
No parent's going to give up on their child unless they know for certain their child's dead, and that we just don't have any evidence. So
my
you've got
hope
to...
of Madeleine being out there is no less than it was almost 10 years ago. I mean, apart from those first 48 hours, nothing actually has changed since then. I mean, I think the difficult thing has always been, how will we find her? You know, because you're relying on the police doing everything they can, and you're relying on somebody with information coming forward.
You must have imagined over the years, if you saw her, you know, what you'd say to her.
We're a mum and dad, and she's our daughter, and she's got brother and sister, grandparents, and lots of family and friends, you know. So it'd be absolutely fine, you know. It'd be, well,
Sure
it's beyond words, really.
Sure
we'll cope with anything, yeah.
The McCanns say they accept they themselves have come under suspicion since their daughter's disappearance.
People just need to think twice before what they write and the effects it has on it, and certainly I know ourselves with our own experience both in the mainstream media and also on the internet, I'm not going to believe that until I see evidence of it convincing.
And we just have to go with the process and follow it through, whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, you know, but there's still hope that we can find Madeleine.
For Checkpoint, Bridget Burke.